If keywords are no longer king because SEO tricks won't get you clients anymore in the near future, you need to know what to include in your content to be featured by AI tools when they answer questions. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about quality over keywords for AEO. And it's coming from this week's blog, which is AEO, the visibility strategy for growth. If you want to follow along, go to shaycannon.com/AEO, because that is the blog that we have been pulling from all week. And today is part 3. Okay. But basically, what we're talking about is we know that visibility is like a cheat code for broadening your reach and getting in more leads that lead to more money. Right. But we're going to say the visibility that you already know is speaking engagements, contributing writing, media features, social media, and traditional SEO, which is search engine optimization. Okay. If you want to look at some of the past blogs on that, go to that introductory paragraph. We got a hyperlink for you to go to those other blogs. Okay. But what we're talking about this week is AEO, which is answer engine optimization. Now, what is that? That is the fact that now we're doing a lot more of our searching and asking of questions within AI tools. And their answer is what the new visibility is. Okay. So instead of them being a search engine optimization for what they're doing, it's answer engine optimization. Now, if you want to know what some of the answer engines are and how to get indexed by them, go to part 1 from Monday, because I gave you all of that, the top 10 ones and the way to get indexed on each one. Okay. Part 2 was all about ranking for AEO, okay? Because it's not about what you think it is. It's actually pretty complex. But you know what we did? We explained to you all the complex stuff and gave you tools to make it easy. That was part 2. That was on Tuesday. Check out that replay. All right. Today, what we're going to talk about is quality over keywords with AEO, because when SEO was the thing, the keys to the kingdom was keywords. Well, keywords are not exactly going to give you what you wanted to do. It's not going to be giving what you wanted to give for AEO. So let's get into it. Keywords alone aren't enough anymore. The key to winning with AEO is becoming the trusted source AI wants to quote. Instead of cramming keywords into your titles and your metadata like you did with traditional SEO, AEO requires answer first content and authority signals so that engines can recognize you as a definitive expert to give the right answers to the question to the people searching within the AI tool. Okay. So to figure out what to answer, listen to your audience to capture what they need in the exact language they use. We say this all the time. So here it is again, right? So the power of AEO lies not in buzzwords, not in your professional jargon, not in the big words, but in answering the right questions so clearly and authoritatively that AI search engines can't help but to feature you, bringing more ideal clients directly to your business. Okay. So, we talk all the time about your marketing messaging and how y'all need to stop using these high powered words. Well, I shouldn't say high powered, but these highfalutin words. How about that? Dr. Tachi said one in the pre-show. We not even gonna get into that, how she be using the words that we don't know what she talking about. But she can break it down. So you should always break it down instead of using the big word that everybody won't understand. I want you to start thinking about being as clear as that with a 5th grader understand it. All right, because that's gonna be the thing. But I'm going to give you some strategies to help you to get this content the way you need it to be. That is answer first, very clear, and gives authority signals. Okay, so let's go away from the blog and go into these show notes. Let me pull them up. Here they go. And we got 10 strategies today. Okay, they are the top strategies for crafting answer first content and building authority signals for inclusion in the AEO answer results. All right. Now, Follow along. This is not as bad as it's been all week. We've kind of talked about the complex thing. We're getting more into simple things now. It's just still work that has to be done, though. So listen out for some of the things that you need to be applying to your content to be AEO ready. Okay. Number one, use direct conversational answers. So you want to write responses in plain human language as if speaking to your ideal client, making them easy for AI tools to quote without trimming and rewording. Okay. So again, conversational, where you're speaking to your ideal client. So if you are speaking to your ideal client, don't speak to them like you're talking to another expert or another practitioner. Use the words that they use so they understand. So we're actually doing it to where they understand. Okay. So use those words. Number two, front load the answer. Okay. Lead with the answer first, followed by supporting context so AI can pull your core response immediately while still crediting your expertise. Okay. So, what that means is it's kind of like when somebody asks you a question and it's a complicated answer, just lead with the simple answer and then get into the complexity, right? So you might say something like the short answer is, right? Give that, and then the long answer is this. That's how they're saying front load your answer, right? Think about when you're communicating with other people and they ask you a question and you know that the answer to that question is not as simple as they're asking the question. Go ahead and answer the question as asked first, and then come in with any caveats and additional information. Okay. That's how we want to front load our answer. Number three, structure content as Q&A pairs. Okay. So break content into distinct questions and answers together, each standing alone, so that AI can lift them individually without losing the clarity or the value of the question or the answer. Okay. So what do I mean by that? I mean that question and that answer set should be able to stand alone. It shouldn't need any more of the paragraph for that question and the answer to that question to make sense. So even if you have to include something that you've already said, make sure that the question and answer set together makes sense by itself. Okay. Cool beans. Let's go to number four. Leverage audience language sources. Okay. A lot of y'all don't know what questions to answer out here, let alone, the type of answers you should be giving. So you can monitor sites like Reddit, Quora, Quora, and other niche forums to capture the exact words and phrasing that your audience uses. So now you can use those words to ensure that your answer matches their real search and their real search intent. Okay. So I know I keep saying, hey, stop trying to sound smart, stop using the jargon, stop using big words. But some of us just talking big words. Some of us just talking jargon. And so when I say that, you're like, I really don't know how to simplify what I say. This is how you do it. Go to those forums where your ideal clients are talking and talking about their problems, right? And see what they're saying and what they're calling it and what they're asking for. Now you know what language to use. Okay. Number five, use question discovery tools. Okay. So you can be pulling data from perplexity.ai and answerthepublic.com, answersocrates.com, chat GPT, and Google overviews. Okay. This is going to help you to identify the trending or high demand questions in your niche. So you can go there and kind of do your discovery on what questions are they asking. Okay. Now, number four was leveraging, how they want the answer to be, what words to use. So don't get them, confused. So number four is how you're going to answer. Number five is about what questions are you going to answer. Okay. Number six, track rising content opportunities. Okay. We want to know, what are people talking about? What's going viral? Okay. So we need to monitor things like Google Trends, BuzzSumo, Meet Glimpse, exploding topics, and Viral Finder. Okay. These are some good places to go to pinpoint topics and phrasing that's kind of gotten traction recently, right? Because we want to be cutting edge with the information that we're putting out. So we want to know what is going on now, what is popular now, what is trending now, what is viral right now, so that now I can know what to go and get the question that they're asking and the words they're using to describe it. Okay. Number 7, incorporate supporting citations. You're going to keep hearing this. Citations, 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 okay? Just like real estate got location, 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 AI credibility and authority, you need citations, 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 okay? So you need to be referencing bigger, credible sources, okay, in your answers. Sources that agree with what you're saying or talking about something that you're talking about. That doesn't mean go and cite your competitors, right? But there are plenty of articles. For example, if you're in business, you can definitely go to Business Insider. You can go to Forbes. You can go to Entrepreneur Magazine. You can go to Black Entrepreneur Magazine. You can go to all these places that are huge, credible sources. Find the subject matter that your content is going to be about, and find an article where they kind of agree with what you're talking about, or they highlight the problem that you're trying to answer, or something like that. Those backlinks are going to give you more credibility. Okay. This is what signals authority and increases the chance of AI favoring your content over other competitors' content. Number 8, match answers to multiple formats. We've said this week also, but prepare each answer so that it can work in text, in short form video, in audio. It could be the PDFs, the downloadables, because the more formats that you offer the answer in within this one little piece of content, the better off it's going to be for your credibility and your authority signals to the AI tools. All right. Number 9, embed authoritative proof points. Embed authoritative proof points. So all that means is include brief mentions of your expertise, right? Your awards, your experience, case studies, and make sure that you let them know the case studies are coming from you working with your clients, and you're going to work them in naturally within the responses. And then what that's going to do is further build trust and credibility with the AI engines for you personally and for your business personally, okay? Or with your business specifically. Number 10, format for easy extractions. Now, yesterday I gave you an example of how I put in my blog post into ChatGPT and told it to add that frequently asked questions format at the bottom. Get ChatGPT to help you write how you normally write, and then tell ChatGPT to help you make it easy for extraction. Okay, so use clear headlines, short paragraphs, and bullet points so your answers are scannable, allowing the AI tool to surface, pull that stuff out cleanly, and they're not really changing your stuff around, or they don't see your stuff as needing to be changed around, and so they don't choose it. All right. Now, this whole list. Speaking of ChatGPT, you can write your article, your blog post, put the article in ChatGPT, put this list of 10 in there, and have ChatGPT take this list of 10 and rewrite your article to fit all of this. You don't have to do all the work. It seems hard, but it's really not that hard. Okay. Now, before I give you the recap, let me give you the question of the day. And it's really 2 questions, because the first one is kind of too simple. So I'll give you kind of another one to make you think. So let me drop that in the studio chat. Hey, Miss Houston. Let me drop these. Okay, I'm gonna have to separate these questions on the YouTube. I forgot these long questions don't really work for YouTube no more. So let me separate them out. So that's the first question. That's the second question. There you go. So the question is, let me move my notes out the way so I can see. What's missing from your current content, the way that you write it, that you need to add something in to be more AEO ready? Would you need to change the structure? Would you need to change the authority of it? Do you need to align the content more with your audience's language? That's the first question. What's missing out of those 3? And the second question is, what would be your biggest challenge? Either finding the right questions to answer or answering those questions like the trusted expert AI wants you to feature your answer. Okay? Be thinking about it. I'm going to start with Shawana Kennedy Media right after this recap. But first, I'm about to recap these 10 strategies without all the extra so that you are reminded. Okay? So these are the top 10 strategies for crafting answer first content and building authority signals for inclusion in AEO answer results. Number one, you want to use direct and conversational answers. Okay. Right like you talk, right like the conversation. Number two, you want to front load the answer. Front load it, put it in the front of the content, make it first. Okay. Number three, you want to structure content in sets or pairs of question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. Okay. Number four, leverage audience language sources. How do they talk? Those are the words you want to use. Okay. So we're not just making it conversational. We want the conversation to be on the level using the words that your readers, your intended reader, how they talk, the words that they use. Number five, if you don't know what questions to answer, then you need to use question discovery tools. Okay. Go out there and find out what questions your people are asking. Okay. Number six, track rising content opportunities. Now, this is what questions are they asking right now? Right? We want to know exactly what's popular. What is the hottest pain point? What is the thing that everybody is talking about as the biggest obstacle right now? Okay. Number seven, incorporate supporting citations. Again, citations, citations, citations. Okay. Number eight, match your answers to multiple formats within the same article. Put a little video at the top, have your written answer, have a PDF downloadable of the answer. Go ahead and have what else we want to put in there? Some maybe audio. If you got video, I don't know if I would do audio too. But just put it in different formats so that the AI understands that you're such an expert. You can give this answer in different formats. So they're going to choose you as the answer to pull up for everybody. Number nine, embed authoritative proof points. This is about you and your credibility. So not just in your byline when you're writing, but you can put inside the content, as an award winning fractional chief operating officer, when I am managing teams, we always run into such and such. And so this is what you see, I'm saying, add it in there. Very cool and calm. It ain't about you, but we're going to sprinkle some you in there. All right. Number 10, format for easy extraction. We want to have that spacing, the headings, concise wording in paragraphs and bullet points so that it's not a bunch of fluff and it is exactly what the AI tools want to share with other people as they are searching. Okay. Now, that's our 10 strategies. We're going to start with Shawana Kennedy. We got 2 questions for you. Number one, what's missing from your current content that you need to add? Are you missing structure? Are you missing authority? Are you missing alignment of language? And what would be your biggest challenge? Either finding the right questions to answer or answering those questions the way that the AI tool would want you to answer.
No, I would not have any problem. Two, I believe for me, I do need to be mindful that I front load my answers. It's not
Mm-hmm.
that I don't give the answer, it's
Yeah.
because that I am conversational. It may come at the back end instead of the front. So that's what rolls right to the top for me. Uh, Front loading my answer. And of course, with some of the content, I am good at giving tips. However, I will be more mindful of the whole pairing with the Q&A part of that. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's sticking out to me. And as we speak, when I get off this mic, I'm about to change some stuff as we speak.
I
Amen.
know, right? It's a lot to do, right? But I mean, this is just getting y'all ready for what's coming down the pipe,
I
right?
do have
I
to ask
understand.
though. I do.
Okay, what?
Is in today's show notes, is there some type of prompt for this?
No, but
I
I'll
would be
add one.
remiss
But
if I
I,
didn't
I
ask.
did just verbally give you one, but I'll add it into the show notes. How about that one?
That would be amazing. Thank you
Cool
so
beans.
much.
No
Y'all
problem.
welcome. Amen.
So Shawana always looking out for y'all, right? All right, Keith, did you want to come off the mic and answer, or did you want to use the chat? Okay, I think he's going to use the chat because he would have unmiked by now. So we'll go to Dr. Toya. Dr. Toya, we got two questions for you. What's missing from your current content to be AEO ready? Is it the structure, is it the authority, or the alignment with the language that the audience uses? And what is your biggest challenge? Finding the right questions to answer or answering them in the format that the AI wants you to?
I would say right now, probably the structure, similarly, because I am conversational.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so being just straight and direct first and then adding all of the extra stuff. I do not think that I will have a problem with finding the right questions or being able to answer them how the AI wants it.
Yeah, yeah. Me too, me too, me too. Work to do. But I feel like, again, if we just write how we write and use ChatGPT to restructure it that way, it'll go by quicker rather than us trying to change the way we think about stuff and the way we do stuff. Like, that's what those tools are for. So we can tell ChatGPT, this is what I wrote. This is how it needs to be. Change it. So don't forget that. All right, Cheryl, the two questions are the same for you. Number one, what is missing from your current content? Is it that to be AEIO? I'm going to say AEIOU, AEO ready? Structure, authority, or alignment with your reader's audit language. And what would be the biggest challenge? Either finding the right questions to answer or putting them in a way that the AI wants you to be the expert.
I don't think I had any problems with the latter. But I used to do a little series on my pseudonym page doing the Q&A pairs, and it worked like a dream. So I need to bring that back. But the one that I'm really interested in working with is matching answers to multiple formats. That's a winner right there.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go to Dr. Tachi. And Kimberly, we know you were driving. However, you can use the chat to answer the questions just like Keith. All right, Dr. Tachi, what's missing from your current content to be AEO ready? Is it the structure? Is it the authority? Is it the alignment using audience language? And what would be your biggest challenge? Finding the right questions to answer or answering the way that the AI wants you to be its priority expert?
So for the first question, it's probably structure because of front loading the answer,
Mm-hmm.
coming from like broadcast journalism, things where you are taught to tease things and then you get to it. That is the structure that most of my current stuff has.
Yeah.
So looking at that, and then probably answering like the AI wants. That's the thing. I answer the hell the way I want, but I
I know,
need
right?
that AI wants if I want this to work.
Cool beans. I feel like your answers kind of mirror my answers. But yeah, let's go over here to YouTube Live because Miss GR Houston Jackson is over here cutting up. She is very engaging with us. She said, "Good morning, everybody. Some of us learned this in school. You got to tell folks where you got your information." She's talking about citations. That is a very academic thing to do, right? But what we know is that's kind of old school. So that, after Gen X, the people under our generation weren't really told about citations. They weren't really told about the different AP styles and all that kind of stuff. They're not taught that stuff. They're not even taught how to write in cursive. So don't be surprised that we have to get back to citations because that has been very laxed. But you are correct. We learned that in school. She said her answer to question one is I would benefit from citing my sources more. I do the research, but slide on citing the research done. See, because it's not really been required these days, right? Her answer to question number two is I need to revisit the questions being asked. I've gotten comfortable with that task. Exactly, exactly. And then she said, "Thank you, Shawana." And then she said, "Let me add, I need to focus on that multi-platform too." Yep, definitely, most definitely. All right, let's go to Keith. I knew he was typing up something good over here. He said, looking at my content, I'm missing alignment with how my clients actually talk. I've been using designer speak because he's a professional graphic designer, brand identity, visual hierarchy. When my small business owners are really saying, quote, I need something that doesn't look homemade, or quote, I want people to take me seriously. Exactly. You getting it, Keith? And then he said, my biggest challenge is finding the right questions to answer. I know I can design logos that build trust, but I'm not catching the specific doubts my clients have before they search for a designer. They're wondering, will this actually help get customers, way before they start thinking about fonts. Love that. You are getting it, Keith. Love it. And then he said, I need to listen more during consultations and use their exact words. When someone finds my content and thinks this person totally gets what I'm going through, that's when AI will feature me as an expert worth quoting. We ain't got to teach Keith nothing else. He got it. He got it. So you know exactly the work you need to do, Keith, and I believe that you're going to get exactly where you want to go. He said, the results I've delivered for clients are my proof points. I just need to present them in a way that speaks to those real concerns my ideal clients are looking for. Yeah. So the results you've gotten them are proof points, but you need to verbalize them, Keith, to become a part of your content. Okay. So that's all you're missing. Now, Kimberly said, let me put my stuff back up. She said number 1 and number 7. Missed some of the others. We'll have to rewatch. I think you said current trend. So number 1 was use direct conversational answers. And number 7 was incorporate supporting citations. So those are the things that she needs to work on, which is great. So this is yeah, this is all new to all of us. Right? AEO, like what? AEIOU, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So we're learning a lot this week. Again, I am not presenting this week as though I am the expert. I am presenting to you what I saw coming that is going to impact us all, and compiling all of the research I have gathered thus far. And you know, I don't just gather research just to gather it or just to be in the know. I gather research so we can take action on it as service-based entrepreneurs trying to get our money, right? So what we talked about is what AEO is, what are the engines, and how to get indexed. We've talked about how to get ranked using schemas, and you even got some ChatGPT hacks for that. And today we talked about, you know, what that content needs to include so that we can be pulled up as the experts. So tomorrow, what we're going to talk about is how to build authority with consistency. So any questions on what we've talked about thus far? It's been a lot. I know it has, but it's going to be worth it for you guys to know it and then start to slowly implement it. And this is why I'm giving you tools to make that easier. Okay. But any questions, any value adds, any aha moments? Cool beans. Then let's talk about what's going on in our free business mastermind group this week. Tomorrow, which is Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're having our fuck up night virtual happy hour. This is the only time you can share your particular business obstacles and get live coaching to get unstuck in your business. So your job is to bring what's fucking up in your business so we can fix it over drinks. All right. Friday is a get shit done work session for the paid group, but the free group is invited. So go to your event details in the group to get those, the exact links and all that good stuff. Okay, cool beans. Well, again, this has been another great episode of the Her First Six Figures Morning Show, which is an interactive coaching and training experience as part of our free business mastermind group that positions Black and brown female online service-based entrepreneurs to generate your first 6 figures by teaching you how to make the money and create time freedom. Find out more about me, your tongue-tied host, Shay Cannon, plus the links to resources like how to join our free business mastermind group and how to get these show notes from today and recent past shows. So go to the description below for that information, okay? If you haven't already, do us a favor. You got good information in return. Pay us back with a thumbs up, like this episode. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And this is just one video out of what's going to be a 4-video series. So check out the other videos, okay? We'll be right back here on tomorrow's morning show. But for now, The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, everybody. See you right back here on tomorrow.